It's Alex here, and today I'm talking about real wood floors. So what are those? Of course, those would be the floors made out of wood, but would you just say any wood floor is a real wood floor without any differentiations? So I would say there are two broad categories within real wood floors. It's solid wood floors and engineered. And on this little sample chart, if you like, we can see briefly various types of structure. So on the face of it, you would never tell whether, well, apart from that it's real wood floor, whether it's solid or engineered. It's only when you look at the side of the plank, where you can see the entire depth and thickness, you can identify what it is. So in this case, we see clearly it is a plank consisting of the same piece, so same piece of oak, and then we can tell confidently it is solid wood floor. So with the engineered floor, as we can see here on a few samples, we still have a solid piece, but it only would be a thinner veneer at the top. In this case, it's 4 mm. Typically, it's somewhere between 3 and 6, and the remaining part would be engineered. Well, it would be a piece of ply glued together with a veneer, and that would be called engineered part. Typically, engineered floors would be somewhere between 14 to 21, 20, 21, possibly 22 millimeters in thickness. And in this case, we have 15 millimeter engineered floor plank. Out of those 15, 11 millimeters is engineered part with a 4 millimeter solid wood. And in this particular instance, it's a tone and groove structure, but it also could be found in click system, like we can see here. This engineered wood floor is what's called structural engineered. It's 21 millimeter with much thicker layer of real wood at the top, 6 mil here, and multi-layered ply. And the reason why it's called engineered, structural engineered, is because you can put it directly over a wooden floor, wooden joists, without any additional structural support, like any other, let's say, piece of ply for the floor to be laid over. So it would give you final floor finish as well as structure. Okay, so obviously solid wood floors were there for centuries. It was a traditional, what most people know it as a wood flooring. However, over the last 20 years, perhaps, at least in the UK, engineered floors started to pick up and definitely took over now the marketplace of real wood flooring. And there are various reasons for that. In short, obviously it's a far more environmentally friendly solution because yes, it's all made out of wood, but it's only maybe fractional part of it is made out of the new wood, so it's less trees would have to be cut in the world. And the remaining wood it's a recycled wood. Obviously, it's a new lease of life for the same material, and as a side effect for that, it would make it more cost effective for manufacturing process as well as for the end consumer. But another technical reason why engineered wood floor became so popular, it's because of its stability, particularly once it's used with the underflow heating, which is definitely started to become extremely popular in new constructions or renovations, like extensions in the UK, where people started to use underflow heating. And unfortunately, solid wood floors technically is not compatible with this scenario, because as we know, wood is a natural material and it contracts and expands, and therefore when you, let's say, activate your underflow heating, it could respond so heavily to it, particularly wider planks, so it could debond itself, destabilize itself, buckle, or what else. On the other hand, is the engineered wood floor. Its engineered part gives it kind of stability. I wouldn't say it's 100% stable, but it's far more stable than the solid wood, and therefore it's fully compatible with the underflow heating systems, particularly when you glue it down to the substrate below rather than float it. It will be a very good option, stable, and heat transfer would be also going directly into the space. So those I would say would be the key kind of differences, the key aspects about those types of real wood flooring. And just wanted also to cover a few misconceptions about mainly engineered floor. Often people come over and say, well, and I say, we want real wood flooring. I said, well, have a look around, etc. Most floors nowadays, wooden floors nowadays, is engineered, and then people think, oh, isn't that fully man-made, like a laminate type of floor? So the answer is no. So it's still real wood. It's still what you deal with is real wood. Aesthetically, it's real wood. Durability, it's same as solid wood. It's just the engineered part, which brings a lot of benefits, and which you don't see anyway. That is what made the difference. So it's definitely not a laminated finish. That is like kind of a print. It's a natural wood. It just out of the thickness of the plank, it would be maybe 20% of it or less, rather than all 100%. So that would be probably misconception number one. Engineered wood floor is a real wood floor. It's not a laminate or another man-made material with a print over. Okay. Another misconception I come across is people think, okay, well, if it's engineered wood and it's only, let's say, 3, 4, 6 millimeters is real wood, maybe isn't it less durable than solid? The answer is no, because at the top layer you're still dealing with exactly the same oak. Well, if we're talking about engineered oak floor, which perhaps would be the majority of the market now around. What's below it, it doesn't really matter, of course, unless it's very, very soft material. So as long as the substructure, the engineered part would be adequate strength, the overall durability of the floor would be exactly the same. So once you install it for the duration of its lifetime, and again, what is lifetime? Many manufacturers nowadays give lifetime structural warranty. Some people provide 100-year warranty, or certainly below over 35. Yes, it will pick up its dents, minor superficial scratches, wear and tear, of course, but it would be exactly the same level of behavior from this perspective as with fully solid wood floor. Okay, so that's it perhaps for today. Hopefully you found some value within this. If you think I missed on something, please comment or send us a question, and I'll try to address that question in one of the future videos. Thank you very much, and see you around.